Hi everybody, this is Boog Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the brand new Neca Ultimate TMNT The Last Ronin Donatello figure. So before we take a look at Donatello, let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories that he comes with. So first up, he comes with a set of fisted hands. Up next, he comes with a set of these open hands, and I have to say, switching these out is actually really easy. Some of the Last Ronin figures have had some pegs that have been really tough to get into the peg hole, but yeah, these switch out really easily, but not too easy. I think it's just right. Up next, he comes with these more relaxed set of hands. Up next, he comes with accessory holding hands. Up next, he comes with the Clan Hamato Sashimono, and this looks very nice. I think the material's kind of a canvas material, but all of the details on it came out very nice. There is a little scuff right here at the bottom, but other than that, the details came out very crisp and it looks very nice. Up next, he comes with his bow staff, and this is detailed phenomenally. You get the wrapping to the handle right here, which you get some black paint in between it, bringing the details out very nicely, as well as a black wash over top of the whole thing. That black wash over top of the brown looks very nice. Neca did a really awesome job with this accessory. You can't actually fit the bow staff in the holder here on his back. It does stop right here, and that's a bit frustrating. I can't remember. Oh, it was actually the Last Ronin figure himself. The Last Ronin, I couldn't get the staff down in the holder, so I did have to heat it up and then it fit. So you'll definitely have to heat this up because it won't go any further, and I don't want to force it because this is a thin accessory, so it'd probably break in half if I did that. Up next, you get his hat. And this stays on the figure really well. I really thought it might be loose, but yeah, it stays on there very well, and it's sculpted phenomenally. You get a bunch of really awesome textures, some nice paint variation to it. You even get a wash on the strap right there, that brown strap. So yeah, it really surprises me how much paint detail this has. That looks very awesome. Up next, you get the first head sculpt. This is more of a stern expression, and I think this looks really good. I really like the black paint on the face right there for the comic lines. That looks really good. And finally, he comes with this gritting teeth head sculpt, and I think this is the head sculpt that I prefer to leave on the figure. Just like with the previous head sculpt, it is detailed and painted very well. Neca did a very awesome job on this. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the figure. Just like with the head sculpts, Neca did a phenomenal job at sculpting his outfit. This looks like it steps straight off the pages. I think Ben Bishop might have been the one that designed this, but it really looks just like the comic art. All of the painted details look very nice. This is detailed very nicely. The way it's sculpted looks like real wrinkled fabric with some black paint there. Even the shell that's exposed right here on his chest has a black wash over top of it, bringing the details out very nicely. That looks really good. I just absolutely love this design from the comic, and I think Neca did a very awesome job at capturing that art. As I said, it looks like it stepped straight off the page. The only real complaint that I have with this figure is that his arms won't go all the way down. They're always stuck out like this on both sides. But other than that, this is a very awesome looking figure, and he's pretty bulky. He's a lot bulkier than I thought he'd be now that I have him in hand. The shoulder armor is sculpted very well and has that continued black wash over top of it, bringing the details out very nicely, making it look worn. The wrappings on his hand here are sculpted really nicely, looks very aged. The one complaint I have is you can see that since I've started moving the wrist joint around, the paint has chipped off, and it looks like it's like a whitish color. So yeah, if you move this around very much, then the paint's going to chip off of that, and it's going to be very noticeable. You can see the piece of paint ready to chip right here. So yeah, once you move that around, it will be really noticeable because that joint is a very different color. You get some more very awesome details here on the back. You get some black lines painted on, and his shell is sculpted really well here on the back. You can see that black wash over top of it, making it look very worn, the chips in the shell. That looks very nice. Some more black wash over top of the pouches on his belt. I feel like he even has shading on his shirt and pants, especially here in the wrinkles. You can see there's a little bit of difference in color right here. There's some difference in color right here and here. The paint detail on this really amazed me. The promo pictures did not do it justice as to how well it's painted. Neca did a phenomenal job on this. You get some more really awesome sculpt details to the wrappings here on his feet. Some black painted lines as well as a wash. The wash is like a grayish color, I think, but it looks really good. And it's even sculpted very well down here. You get a little bit of that wash. I do wish there would have been some black lines painted down here, But yeah, it's still sculpted really, really nice. Neca did a fantastic job on this, and this might just be one of my favorite figures from the last Ronin line so far. I feel like with every new figure I get from this line, Neca just keeps doing better and better. Each new figure that I pick up is just an improvement over the last one, which makes me very happy. So now let's go ahead and go over his articulation. So he has a ball-jointed head that can look up all the way. He can look down just a little bit. You get swivel here at the bandana that can move all the way around. It will hit on the shoulder pad right here, so you do have to be careful of that. Can move his head side to side. He has shoulders that can move all the way out. The right shoulder does move all the way out, even with this armor right here, because it's done in a very rubbery type of material. He has swivel at the bicep that can move side to side. It's a very squeaky joint, though. He has double jointed elbows that can bend all the way in, swivel wrists that can move side to side and up and down. I think he has a ball jointed waist because you can see it moving up and down there, but the way it's sculpted, it really only moves side to side. So yeah, I do think it is a ball joint, but it's pretty limited aside from the side to side movement. He has ball jointed hips that can't quite do a split. He can barely kick forward. The articulation is really hindered right here. He can kick back a decent amount. He has a really nice thigh swivel, double jointed knees that can move back all the way, and swivel ankles that can move down all the way, up all the way, and a nice ankle rocker. So now let's do some size comparisons. So first up, here he is next to the last Ronin himself. Here he is next to Raphael, and I still need to get the First to Fall version. It's just a repaint of this version though. Here he is next to Karai. And finally, here he is next to the football. So overall, I would highly recommend picking this up because, as I said, Neca did a fantastic job on this. And this is my new favorite figure from the last Ronin line. I just absolutely love this design, and Neca really did the art justice. It is sculpted and painted really well. And I'm especially surprised at the paint detail. Like I said, the promo pictures don't do it justice as to how well this is painted. So yes, definitely pick this up if you can find one. Right now, just like with the previous figure I reviewed, it is hitting Walmart stores. So I'll put the UPC up here on screen, so hopefully it'll help you find one. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.